Well, hey folks, how's it going today? I hope you're all doing really good. If you guys been following along on the channel, you guys have probably seen me do a lot of work to this old Harmony here. Belongs to a good friend of mine. It was his first guitar, and he paid 50 bucks for it new at Service Merchandise. So it was kind of like a catalog guitar, if you will. It was in rough shape, even from day one. The action was terrible. It was almost unplayable, but in any case, we did a lot of work to it. I refretted it, new tuners, fixed some braces inside, and I did a neck pull and reset the neck. This had 5 dowel pins holding the neck on. Amazingly, I got it apart without even breaking one of those. So we did a bolt-on conversion, got rid of the dowel pins, reset the neck angle, and the action on this guitar plays as good as any electric I own. I haven't even adjusted the height or anything. I pretty much took my measurements right to the top of the bridge, right in front of the saddle, and I have not touched that yet. So it come out really perfect for what I was going for. The James Bond chord. You guys know that one? It's 10th fret A string, 9th fret D string, 8th fret G string, and the B's in the 7th. And you play all the strings. Anyway, I've got 10 through 48s on this. We're just going to step up gradually on the string gauges. Maybe go to 11s on the next string change. We'll see how everything acts and whatnot. But it sounds good, projects well, even with the extra lights on it. Plays super easy. I mean, you can play all the way up to the body, no problem. I'm sure the owner is going to be floored when he plays the first chord on this, because it never played like this. It was a real struggle. So what I like to do, you know, they're a little stiff after they come out of a major surgery like that. Pretty much like us, okay? So I use a heavy pick, and I'm going to run these light gauge strings for a little bit. And I'll really wail on this thing, you know. And what that does, it gets everything vibrating and moving. You're putting a little strain on it, kinda. And if you do that for a couple days, it will come back to where it needs to go. And that's really what needs to happen. It needs to get played, get a lot of vibration going, and things will just find their way to where they want to be. And you know, even with an acoustic that you've owned for a long time, if you put it in the closet for months, they'll go to sleep. You know, they still will sound familiar, but take it out and play it and wail on it for 15, 20 minutes, and you can actually hear an audible difference. Pretty nice. It stays in tune well. I do need to do a few more touch-ups around here where I re-glued the headstock, but I mean, other than that, the first thing I did notice when I looked down across the top of the guitar and referenced the binding along the fretboard extension, which used to just drop right into the sound hole, basically, I can see all of it now, and it looks nice and level across there. So a major improvement for sure. And like I said, the sound is a lot different. This guitar is going to sound really nice in a couple days. It's really even. It's not boomy on the bass side, which most ladder brace guitars have that quality. They're a little brighter, not so boomy. This almost sounds like a cross between a ladder brace and an X-brace guitar, really. It has a little bit of both qualities without being X-braced. The ring is so much better too. Like I said, it really sustains a lot longer. And now we have a guitar that he'll be able to play the rest of his life. It's actually enjoyable to play this now. Once you pick it up and start fooling around on it, it's like hard to put it down. It really feels good. You know, like I said, the action is as good as you could possibly get it. You know, and you might be able to truss the neck a little bit more and maybe squeeze a little bit more action out of it, but it plays so easy like that. And it's not a big gap or anything there. It's actually, like I said, pretty much like an electric guitar. Feels really good. And these 10 gauge strings, you can kind of drop them down a little bit more. They don't move so much when you're strumming them. So I think that's good, and I think that'll be a great height if he does want to transition to 11 gauge strings. I don't think you're going to have to do much of anything. Maybe just tighten the truss rod a little bit. The action should be fine, you know, up to maybe 12s or so. But I think that would be too much tug on this. It's an older guitar. It's been through a lot of stuff, you know, and it's just ladder brace. So I recommend running like 11s. That's a pretty good gauge for a big ladder brace guitar. The smaller ladder brace guitars, I usually run 10s, 10 through 48. And just so it doesn't fold the guitar in half, like I said. You know, you can only get so much strength from ladder bracing. So the heavier gauge strings you put on it, you know, you could be playing with fire there. I'm just letting you know. Okay, folks. Well, thanks again for watching. I know this has been quite a series of videos on this. It was really a fun project, though, for me. I learned a lot of stuff, learned a few new tricks, and come up with a few more little shop tools that I'm going to put together. Some really, really useful stuff. So that'll be coming up soon as I get time to make the stuff and make life a lot easier on the bench, that's for sure. All right, we'll see you guys real soon. Thanks for watching. Be good. Okie doke.